Okay, it looks like we've got a heck of a crowd here tonight, one of the largest crowds ever for this Raceway Awards. Banquet, we thank you so much for coming on out and supporting this popular event. Most people getting seated in here, a few more photos taken at the photo booth, a few more pops being sold at the bar. So tonight, we've got the 50-50 draw that is happening up around the front desk there. If you missed your ticket coming in, you can still have time there to get some. It's all in support of Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society. Amy, Josie, a number of our staff have been up there taking the 50-50 donations. All right, so the night's going to go down like this. We're going to get a look at a video following some info on how the buffet is going to go down. Not all tables are going to be served at once here. A member of Spectra staff is going to indicate when each table should go, so be looking for the Spectra staff to approach your table and let you know when it's a fine time to get up and get served for that buffet. So everybody got that? Everybody's in tune with that. Most people are sitting in, so maybe our good pals Mark and Rob are set to roll a video here. It's always a popular thing to sit into here. We call this the icebreaker video, and some popular figures from our driver's room. So if you want to sit into this, should be a lot of fun. Expect it to be a few laughs, of course.
Probably choose flying. I just think it'd be kind of cool.
I'd pick reading minds.
X-ray vision.
Probably to fly, just because you'd get places quicker.
To have spidey sense so I could tell what was going to happen.
I would like to fly, because then you get the bird's eye view.
Probably mind reader, because I'd be able to make all the right decisions then.
Fly. That way I don't have to drive from track to track or anywhere. I could just fly there to make life way easier.
Amazing, sexy, and smart.
I'd say funny, honest, and very mature.
Sexy. Passionate. And lovable.
Great looks, natural charm, and a good driver.
Honest, fair, and loyal.
Nice, honest, and handsome. Funny, sexy, amusing, educated.
He's really, a star. Really awesome.
Mark Wahlberg.
Zach Galifianakis.
Channing Tatum, probably.
Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Will Smith.
Nicolas Cage.
Richard Simmons.
I would say the starting car turning around in the first turn at the Meadows.
It was actually at Freehold.
At Freehold.
Yes, I agree with that. Same
He
one.
agrees.
Nick take one off the gate.
I think I saw Nick Stewart race one off the pace one time. It was weird.
Actually, last week I was at Flamborough and the tractor came out of the track when we were in the last turn, so that was crazy. John Campbell, Justin Timberlake, and Blake Lively.
Carrie Underwood. Brian Sears. And Amy O'Toole.
Carrie Underwood, John Campbell, Barack Obama.
Wayne Gretzky, Gordie Howe, and Charlie Sheen.
I'm a big bow hunter, so I'm going to say Mark and Terry Jury. We watch all their films. They're big bow hunters. And then I guess Ron Pierce, too, because he's a big bow hunter.
Tiger Woods, Wayne Gretzky, and John Campbell.
Mila Kunis, Megan Fox, And let's go. Let's throw in a dead one. We'll go with maybe Dolly Parton.
Tiger Woods.
She's live? Oh, well, let's get that.
In a music video in the country.
She's like old though.
Well, yeah, she's old, but she's not dead.
Should we ask that question? We'll edit that one right out.
I like that. Say the dead one. If Dolly Parton sees it, she's gonna be pissed.
Scott Zeron is probably the cleanest driver I've ever seen, and Nick Stewart by far the messiest.
Cleanest driver would be Scott Zeron or Scott Coulter, and the dirtiest is, my friend Nick Stewart.
Oh, Scotty Coulter's pretty tidy, and the messiest is hands down Nick Stewart.
Scott Coulter would be the cleanest. Nick Stewart would be the messiest.
Scott Coulter.
Nick Stewart.
Well, when my brother Rob Sparling was here, he's very clean and tidy, so he's probably the cleanest. And for the messiest, I'm going to give you 2 hints. He's got blue and white colors, and all the other drivers, like you said, him too.
I'd say I'm the cleanest driver. And the messiest, I would say, is Ryan Holiday, probably. Well, about 5 years ago, we took Mike Whalen's helmet and put it in the up above the roof there and left it there for 3 weeks without telling him. So.
Mark McDonald got his shoes hammered to the floor one night at Flamborough Downs when he went to go move them because he did something to somebody else. So that was pretty funny.
Mark McDonald cut out the toes in Luke Willette's socks or something one day, and then Luke nailed his boots to the wall.
Oh, definitely the Nick Stewart in the shower.
When we all took a cold hose to Nick Stewart
And
in
some
the
soap.
shower.
We had to throw some soap in there. We actually got the video.
Yeah.
So
we had to
should
wait
just-
2 years to get that because it was the first time in 2 years he took a shower. But we got him. We were all ready.
Trying to slingshot by, and these two are slugging it out toe to toe. It's Passionate Glide. Pierce waves bye-bye, and Passionate Glide will do it. Queen. Passionate Glide under just a little bit of urging. You'll notice right here, put the whip away, waves the Tron, goes on by.
It was funny because it was a match race. It was those good fillies, their 3rd heat of the day. So I thought it was funny. If it was to happen to me, that is something that would happen to me probably. So I would just have to laugh about it.
I don't know. I guess you'd probably be mad if you were the owner, but in my shoes, it's funny. So yeah, it's funny.
I think it was funny, and no, I wouldn't be mad if it happened to me.
I thought it'd be funny, but if it happened to me, I'd get over it pretty quick.
I think it was great. I mean, in any other sport, you have all kinds of guys mocking each other and making fun out of it. So I think it was a great call.
I think it was great for racing. I think it was great all around, but I'd be pissed if it happened to me.
I don't think you can say pissed.
I'd be mad if it happened to me.
There you go. Great job, drivers here at Western Fair District. Wonderful job by the production crew. Some laughs there to begin tonight's action. I think Nick Stewart takes down the Star Award for that video. Great job, Nick. And so we're getting set to set up tonight's awards. We had a fabulous season 2016. Wagering continued strong. We had the track record there in the Molson Pace by Evening of Pleasure. What a great night that was. Speaking of Molson Pace night, coming up the last Friday in May, can you imagine the crowd we're going to have along the fence now with our new and improved outdoor grandstand? We're going to have a tarmac. There'll be, imagine, 6 deep along the fence there. It's going to be a great atmosphere throughout the late spring here in London, so we'll look forward to that. Alrighty, so we'll get to the awards, we'll get to the dinner, but right now I'm going to call upon our Raceway manager, Greg Blanchard, who does a fine job. Come on up, Greg.
Thank you, Sugar. That's terrible news about Dolly Parton. Rest in peace, Dolly. I had no idea about that. As Sugar said, wonderful to see such a crowd out here tonight. This is the biggest crowd I can remember seeing in my time here, so that's fantastic. We want to congratulate all of you on another wonderful year. It's a lot of hard work. It's quite a grind here week after week, and especially in the time of the year that we race here, and we appreciate all that you do, and we appreciate the support that you give us here at the Raceway. As Sugar said, another really exciting year for us. We're very happy that we've been able to make some significant investments in our facility here. Very excited about the opportunities that lie ahead with our new gaming partner, Gateway Casinos, just announced recently, and making further enhancements to our facility and continuing to take our product hopefully to an entirely new level. So again, we want to thank each and every one of you. I want you to enjoy yourselves tonight, enjoy a great meal and a night of dancing and camaraderie with your fellow horse people, and congratulations, continued luck for the rest of 2017. And at this time, we'd like to call up the Vice Chair of the Western Fair Association, Joe Dales, to say grace.
Can we bow our heads for grace? Bless us, O Lord, and we ask you to bless this safe and nutritious food that we're about to share. We thank you for the many gifts that you've bestowed upon us, the hardworking farmers and our bountiful farmland, the people who have skillfully prepared and served this meal, our families, friends, the horse industry, and our community. Please place your peace in our hearts and make us mindful of others. We thank you, O Lord. Amen.
Okay, everybody, we're going to get set to get these awards underway. Some of you getting drinks, some of you still getting dessert, but you know what? We can't hold back any longer. We're going to get set to go with tonight's awards banquet. We thank you so much for joining us for this. One of the largest crowds ever for a Raceway award banquet. And I'm just going to put it out there right off the bat. Those of you that are presenting tonight, we're going to ask you to come up a race earlier, so we've got you in position to present. So I guess what we'll do right now is likely call on Karen Favishow to come on up and get ready to present an award for our first presentation tonight. And after that, those of you that are presenting, I see for the second award, you've got Alex, Lacey, Coral, Jate, and Sadie Lilly. Whenever the video comes up prior to the award you'll present, that's when we'd like to see you come on up towards the stage and be ready for the next award and so on and so on. So if you are presenting awards tonight, please come on up and find your place as the video is playing prior to the award that you'd present. So I think that's basically says it all. Alrighty, again, another big year. 2016 was fine at the Raceway. I had a lot of fun. I always do. Helping out over here tonight, we've got Greg Blanchard and Amy O'Toole. Jake McDonald does a fabulous job with the picture. So as you're announced the winner, we're asking you to come up on stage. We've got a fabulous backdrop here that should make for some great picture shots. So we'll get right into the first award, sponsored by the Forest City Yearling Sale, and it's for the 3-year-old trotting filly. And is going 3 deep right now for Whalen. Just over an 8 left to go. It's She's All Muscle clinging to the lead. PC Cantor. Here comes Angel Assault. Burning Memories head to pocket. She's got nothing to offer. She's All Muscle. Angel Assault. She's All Muscle wins it. Angel Assault was second. Burning Memories tried to hold third over PC Cantor. 202 flat. It's a City of London for Carol. And She's All Muscle. And there you go, a City of London winner, and that put her over the top in earnings to take the 3-year-old trotting filly, She's All Muscle. She's All Muscle was owned by Chris Wilson, trained by James Wilson, driven by Alfie Carroll throughout her stint here in London. It's a wonderful presentation now by Forest City Yearling Sale. We thank Karen Favishow for joining us, and I believe Lisa Thompson accepts. You betcha. Wonderful. Congratulations. She's All Muscle, your 3-year-old trotting filly of the year 2016 at the Raceway. All right, this is probably where we're supposed to have our next presenters in place. They are Alex, Lacey, Coral, Jate, and Sadie Lilly. Mac Lilly Farms is presenting for the second award. Tonight's second award, it's for the 3-year-old trotting colt. And again, sponsored by Mac Lilly Farms.
On the ridge, now puts a full length in front of Ink Master. Way out there into third was Warrowy Quince along the inside. Corsa de V is holding down fourth. And down to the wire they come. It's going to be On the Ridge to make it 3 straight here in London for Garrett Rooney. Second best was Ink Master, Warrowy Quince third. And coming on for fourth in the late going was Burning Memories. 2:01 and 3. On the Ridge going home with a new speed badge tonight.
There he was, and he was a 5-time winner in London in 2016, well deserving of the 3-year-old trotting colt award, owned by Garrett Rooney and Angie Carroll. Garrett did the training and the driving. 3-year-old colt of the year goes to On the Ridge. Again, yeah, right on. Come on up. Angie Carroll, Garrett Rooney, fine trotter you had there last season. Again, presenting for Mac Lilly Farms, we've got Alex, Lacey, Coral, Jake, and Sadie Lilly. This should make for a decent photo now. Big smiles, kids. There you go. Next award tonight. It is sponsored by OLG, so we're looking for Catherine Warwick to be in place. It's for the older trotting mare for 2016, and we can bring it up.
That into third was Terrain Sealster. Taking down fourth was Valencia Soul, and way up on the outside to be fifth, Stonebridge Score. They make the swing. Turning in first, Daylon Mermaid going along unchallenged here. Daylon Mermaid, she just took 4 left turns, and Richardson will have her posing for a winner's circle photo. Second best was Terrain Sealster. Zorvig Orchid finishing third, Valencia Soul fourth in 2 minutes flat.
Older trotting mare, Daylon Mermaid. There it is, sponsored by OLG. Daylon Mermaid was owned by Daylon Farms. It's Dave Lemons, Daylon Farms, trained by Jen Pinkerton, driven to win here by Bruce Richardson and Nick Stewart. All 4 wins for Daylon Mermaid came last season in London. So we've got Catherine Warwick presenting for OLG. We've got Jenny and Jeff Pinkerton on hand accepting. Congratulations, Daylon Mermaid, your older trotting mare of the year. Right on to the older trotting horse to be presented by Stacy Smith for Clinton Raceway. We're going to bring up old Raising Richard. Had a really good
Second
spring
best
here.
is Boot scooting around now. MC Wood is going to try and stay up there into the superfecta. Wide from fourth. Sunny with a chance, and into the stretch they come. This is Raising Richard going a big one. Boot scooting around. Fights on for second. Late trotting from Sunny with a chance. Raising Richard. Carroll grand slamming. Nothing new in London. Sunny with a chance was second. Boot scooting around third. It was tight for fourth. 1:59 flat.
There it was, Raising Richard. He was a 5-time winner in London before moving on for the new connections over Rideau. He was owned by James Rule, Alfie Carroll, and Otnevram Inc. Vic Putty trained. Alfie Carroll drove our older trotting horse of the year, Raising Richard. So we've got Alfie, James Rule, Vic Putty, all gathering here to accept on behalf of Raising Richard, Stacy Smith of Clinton Raceway into London to present. Congratulations, nice trotter you had there early on in 2016. There we go. How about a hand for the connections of Raising Richard? Next up, it's going to be Sealster Farms sponsoring the 3-year-old Filly of the Year award. Tina Marie Howard looking for you to attend here. And tonight's 3-year-old Filly of the Year presentation. Here we go.
Still
Pick
in
it
the
up.
top 3. Unleashed from fourth. Uptown Woman. Uptown Woman is coming on, following up on that move. Dancing in the nude. Down the stretch they come. Arizona Sealster. Here comes Uptown Woman. Uptown Woman. Didn't look good at the half-mile mark. She looks good right now. on top and pacing away. Arizona Seals her second. Ginger third. May have been dancing in the nude for fourth. Stonebridge Suntan maybe in the high five. 158-1.
Yeah, she was a really nice 3-year-old pacing filly. Uptown won a 7-time winner in London in 2016 for owners Michael Guest, Waldheim Stables Inc., trainer Dean Wall, Hall of Famer Dave Wall in the sulky. Uptown Woman. She was in the winner's circle quite a bit here in 2016. Again, this award sponsored by Sealster Farms. Tina Marie Howard on hand to congratulate the connections. The Walls are on their way. We got the Hall of Famer here. Where's Dino? Oh, see my artist. There we go. Sure. Trainer Dino Wall joins it. Right on. Congratulations. Your 3-year-old pacing filly of the year, Uptown Woman. Okay, it's going to be the Mad Barn with A.J. Moore presenting next. It's going to be for the 3-year-old pacing colt. This one to me was a bit of a surprise.
Overthinking it, keeps on coming. He's got style, gaining from third, set to make it a threesome as they swing for home. Casimir Priest along the inside, overthinking it. He's got style, continues to gain on this front end duo. Overthinking it, he's got style. Casimir Priest, overthinking it, wins. He's got style was second. Casimir Priest third. A bit of all right from way back to get fourth. Tight for fifth in the high five. 201 and 2.
One of the more wide open categories, that 3-year-old pacing colt division, and it went to Overthinking It, a 4-time winner in London, owned by Alicia Williamson. Trainers were Jim Watt and James Brielle. Drivers were Jay Harris and Nick Stewart. So presenting for Mad Barn, I believe A.J. Moore is with us. Scott Ciesler as well. Thanks so much, gentlemen, for coming on out. These are the connections of Overthinking It, 3-year-old pacing colt of the year. Congratulations. Right on. Next on our program, we're going to call on Dr. Bob Boyce to come up and present for Elderton Equine Services. Going to be presenting for the Older Pacing Mare Award. So Elderton Equine Services
away, winning Matrimony, holding down third, looking to go 3 deep out of 4. Certain Smiley, it's a locked in block 3. Pink Bows in 5th, 1/8 of a mile left to go. Nadia Can Go, trying to make it 7 straight in London, leading since the bell. She's doing it well. She's almost there. Nadia Can Go to win by a head. Second best was winning Matrimony. Shadow's Mystery was third, 158 and 2.
There you go. Nadia Can Go. What a big year she had. Again, this one's sponsored by Elderton Equine Services, doctors Chris Robson and Bob Boyce. We've got Bob Boyce with us tonight for the presentation, accepted by Brian and Mary Grace Durst, along with children Kendall, Cody, and Tyler from Brydown Farms, Inc., Diana Gualmich, and Nadia's Caretaker of the Year is Diana. Heather and Mark Toll, they do a great job with the mare as well. Garrett, maybe. Garrett did a fine job driving. Nadia Can Go. Make some room for this group. All of them celebrating a big, big season. A huge win streak here through early 2016. Again, trained by Heather Toll, driven to win by Garrett Rooney for Brydown Farms, Inc., your Older Pacing Mare of the Year, Nadia Can Go. Wonderful. She was on a roll. Congratulations. Big, big season for Nadia Can Go. Our next award, right on, Mark. Next award goes to the Older Pacing Horse. This one's sponsored by Racing Under Saddle. It will be presented by Julie Walker and Natalie Elliott. They're on hand. Let's cue the video.
Irvine James still leading, bravening up in the pocket. Midtown Mickey may have a say here at 10-1. It's an eighth of a mile left to go. Teamed along up front, Irvine James. Midtown Mickey getting a look to the outside here. He's trying to gain in the pace setter. Irvine James almost there. Irvine James for a City of London final. Tight for second. Midtown Mickey trying to hold off. Sly Baron looked like Lil Richie to complete the superfecta. 158-1.
That's right, another City of London winner. Put him over the top for money. That was Irvine James, owned and trained by William Kirkpatrick, driven to win by Mark Williams and Alfie Carroll throughout the 2016 campaign. So this award sponsored by Racing Under Saddle. Again, we've got Julie Walker, Natalie Elliott, Evelyn Harms for a photo opportunity as well. Well, Evelyn works closely with William Kirkpatrick, so she's quite happy. Irvine James, she knows him well. Congratulations. Right on. Next award to be presented is going to be for the Claiming Trotter of the Year, sponsored by KYIS. We've got Doreen Dustin, Sheila Joris on hand for a presentation. And here we go. We'll cue the video for Claiming Trotter.
For King Trot, 132-1 for 3/4. It's Jamori's Tigeress still doing it well. Coming back for second, King Trot, Kylie Hall. Lindy's Credit Line began to sputter there. Chased along down the lane. It's Holiday all over Jamori's Tigeress. And she's going to go all the way here in the finale at 3-1. Second best was King Trot. Kylie Hall third. Lindy's Credit Line fourth. Baby K to complete the high five, 2:03.
There it is, Claiming Trotter of the Year. This one was owned by Jim Ellis and Sven Hansen during her campaign. James Ellis did the training. Lauren House, Ryan Holiday drove in most of her starts. But tell you what, she was switching ownership there late in the year, and I cannot let this go by without mentioning Stable 23 Inc. for Steve Palermo. Steve Bossens was taking up some training duties as well on this one, and also in the mix for drivers was Bob McClure. But good guy Buzzy wanted Jim Ellis and Sven Hansen to share in this award. Again, Jim doing the training, Lauren House, Ryan Holiday doing the driving. Claiming Trotter of the Year 2016, Jamori's Tigeress. Right on, great job, Buzzy. Again, it's presented by Doreen Dustin and Sheila Joris of KYIS. Jim Hellis, Sven Hansen, Jamori's Tigeress gets Trotter of the Year. And still did well later on for Steve Bossens, Steve Palermo's outfit. Congratulations to all on that one. Good job, ladies. All right, the next award on the program, it's for the Claiming Pacer of the Year, and the Claiming Pacer is sponsored by Horseplayer Interactive. Klaus Hebner is with us this evening for the presentation. Cue it up.
For the helmet in second, spilling the beans, looking like a serious threat here with an eighth left to go. Mighty Mouse is chased along, spilling the beans. She's going to get her shot right here, right now. Mighty Mouse still leading, spilling the beans from the pocket, but she cannot gain. Mighty Mouse for 6 in a row. Harris for what? Spilling the Beans was second. Third going to Sergeant Neil Green Beret. And Nestimon was fourth. Fifth going to Mock Shark. 158-3. Mighty Mouse, you bet.
You bet. She became a fan favorite here through the 26th season in London. She wasn't big, but she had a big motor and a big heart. Owned by Alicia Williamson, trained by Jim Watt, driven by Jay Harris and Bob McClure. Claiming Pacer on the Year, Mighty Mouse. Right on. And speaking with driver Jay Harris about Mighty Mouse, he said she loved London. She did not appear to enjoy the summer months, so when she came back here in the fall, she was ready to win again, and she's doing okay right now. Mighty Mouse, again, for Alicia Williamson, trainer Jim Watt, drivers Jay Harris and Bob McClure. Your Claiming Pacer on the Year was Mighty Mouse. Right on. Congratulations, folks. Nice little pony there, and she's still going right along. All right, we're going to get set to get into some People Awards now. And prior to that, the Raceway now would like to acknowledge the following individuals for what they bring to the races here in London. First one, Lou Sorella, a.k.a. the hashtag Lou Knows. He's been a fine supporter of the Raceway over the past few seasons as a guest handicapper on a regular basis, a strong online presence, which makes him a true ambassador for harness racing in Ontario. Lou also heads up Team to the Moon. You might have heard me talk about that through our Raceway broadcast. It's all in support of breast cancer awareness through harness racing. Lou and his wife Maria are not able to be with us tonight, but I'm sure they'd love to hear that Lou received a warm round of applause for his efforts here at the Raceway. Let's hear it for Lou. All right, one more individual, a very popular figure, a longtime figure on the backstretch here, Bobby Mitz. Normally here for these awards. He would love to be here in attendance tonight, but unfortunately in the hospital recovering from a recent surgery, which we're told went well. We'll not only wish Bobby all the best in his recovery, but we'll also offer him a warm round of applause for his efforts over the year to this day at the Raceway. Let's hear it for Bobby Mitz. All right, going on now to the people portion of the awards. We're up to the Owner of the Year. Owner of the Year? Yeah, it's going to be presented by Horse Make It Standardbred Canada. Mark Horner is with us for the presentation. I think we have a video.
Carroll hits the go switch. Eve Marie Sealster is 4-1 on the outside. Pinky Tuscadero, she's going to go to the grandstand side. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Dewey Rusty, Eve Marie Sealster. Here comes Pinky. Pinky Tuscadero, Eve Marie Sealster, though. Eve Marie Sealster hangs on over Pinky Tuscadero. Dewey Rusty third. Then that'll be Franny. Emerald Rihanna can't stop mile time. 1:56 and 2. Eve Marie Sealster liking her company tonight.
Right on. She was a nice mare throughout the meet. And Keith Cassell, the owner, not sure if he's with us tonight. If not, how about Vic Putty? Come on up and accept this award for Owner of the Year on behalf of Keith Cassell. Keith had 99 starts. That's right. Keith had 99 starts 2016. 32 of them were winners. So basically a third of the horses he sent out here in London all showed up in the winner's circle. Again, Standardbred Canada sponsored this award with Mark Horner on hand to present. And we do have trainer Vic Putty accepting on behalf of Keith Cassell. Some of the other horses, as mentioned, Eve Marie Sealster, Canadian Edition, Summit City Nate. Keith Cassell, a great supporter in the ownership ranks here at the Raceway at Western Fair District. Right on. Congratulations to Keith Cassell, Owner of the Year at the Raceway. Next award, it's going to be for Trainer of the Year, sponsored by Ontario Harness Horse Association. I believe we've got Brian Tropey on hand with us tonight, and Vic's not going far.
Reb the Raider circling up 4 wide from last. There's just over an 8 left to go. A vulnerable favorite here, possibly. It's Canadian Edition. Warrior Call now from the pocket. Little Turk tried to punch through. Canadian Edition almost there. He's got it. Alfie Carroll home and cooled second best. May have been Little Turk getting up over Warrior Call. It's Kendall Fresco finishing fourth. 2 minutes, 3/5.
All right, wonderful job. Trainer Vic Putty. His numbers were big here last year. Win at an average of 29.2%. So from 250 starts, he was in the winner's circle 73 times. Top 3 finishes well over 140 times. Trainer Vic Putty sported a UT RS of 4:21 last season. Well-deserved Trainer of the Year, Vic Putty. Next award, it's going to be for Driver of the Year. It is sponsored by Scott McNiven Stables, presenting Kim McNiven. Man, that Scott McNiven barn is hot, hey? Ooh.
Quarters, it was 28-4 through the third. It's Alfie Carroll leading here with Lily's Penelope. That long shot is sticking around for second. Lucky Fortune at 50-1, holding down the play spot. Through the stretch they come. Lily's Penelope is going to win her career debut. Lucky's Fortune was second. Third going to Twin Bee Serenity. Very efficient finish fourth. 2 minutes, 4/5.
Right on. Driver of the year, Alfie Carroll. You betcha. Career year for Alfie Carroll. Career year, 540 wins in Ontario. Almost half of them coming here in London. 245 victories. $1.2 million earned. Heck of a year, Alfie. Kim McNiven presenting on behalf of Scott McNiven Stables. I believe it's the second year in a row. Alfie Carroll, Driver of the Year. What a great guy, and we'll wish him all the best in 2017. Very special award coming up here now. It's the Ruth Herbert Award, and it's going to be presented by past recipients. And we've got a little bit of knowledge on who's taking down this award tonight. It's time now for the Horsewoman of the Year Award, and I can tell you this one, she was born and raised in St. Mary's, Ontario, plus started working at the Horner Stables 15 years ago. She's always the first one to the barn in the morning and the last one to leave, says Mike Horner. And her addiction to horses is obvious in everything she does. We're told she has 2 beautiful daughters who are with us tonight to cheer on Mom. If you ask her who her favorite horse is, she would likely tell you it's a tie between Trace of Luck and Button Up. She groomed Button Up from day one, and it was her tender, loving care that helped him win the Battle of Waterloo and carry on campaigning year after year in the top class events here in London. Just last week, called upon to assist with a last-minute paddock for 3 horses for Ross Batten. She was right there. She's dedicated, she's hardworking, and a loving mother, all wrapped into one sweet, smiling package. It is with great pleasure we present the Ruth Herbert Award for Horsewoman of the Year to Sue McKnight. So again, we've got past recipient winners of this Ruth Herbert Award gathered to congratulate the latest winner, Sue McKnight. Well deserved, as mentioned. You betcha. Right on. She's very happy about winning this, and she's surrounded by a great group of ladies who've won it in past years. Congratulations to all these wonderful ladies involved in harness racing. Okay, next award, we're going to be looking for our Hall of Famer in the room, Dave Wall. And coming up now, it's going to be for the Outstanding Service Award. Outstanding Service Award, sponsored by Wall Time Stable. Again, we'll look for Dave Wall to come on up and participate here a little on the podium. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for Dave Wall?
Well, I really don't know what to say, except is it ever nice to see everybody here tonight that's been coming for years, and I appreciate that for one reason, that our business is still alive, and we're not going to let it go down without a fight. And it's good to know that the person that's getting this award tonight is someone I started out the same time with. Always admired him the way you admire fellow people you compete with every night. And it gives me a big pleasure to see him doing well. He's done well for years. And tonight, first of all, before going farther, this award was put on by my mother and father years ago. And the reason they give the award was, here I come to London, 2 kids, never had 5 cents in my pocket. And they said, mother said, I'd like to give this award to the people of London who helped you out starting out. And he said, I don't want you to forget it, and I certainly don't want them to forget it. So this is the reason why we give this award away every year. It's a pleasure to me, and it don't let me forget them. Anyways, this year, it's my pleasure, because he's been a friend for a lot of years. I'd like to give it to Ross Batten.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Outstanding Service Award to longtime horseman Ross Batten, good buddies with Dave Wall, and well-deserved. Yeah, mic's wide open here, Ross. Who do you like Monday in the 4th? Da, da, da. You know what's next? The Caretaker of the Year Award. And we're going to call upon the caretaker finalists, one of the most important jobs on the backstretch. These folks know the racehorses well. Lori Hicks, Don Walker, Crystal Simard, Tyler Benson, Evelyn Harms. And I believe Don is not with us tonight, but the other 4 are. So we're calling on these 4 to come up and gather right down in front of the stage. Put you front and center where you belong right now. Again, a very important job on the backstretch is the grooms, 7 days a week stuff, early mornings, late nights, and trucking with the horses, and knowing pretty much every bit about the horses they're working with. Again, I'll start off here from the left. I believe we've got Tyler Jensen. How about a wave, Tyler? Yeah. Yeah, Tyler Benson, that's what I have. What was I doing? Where was I going? All right, Tyler Benson. Next, Crystal Simard. Yeah. And Evelyn Harms. You betcha. And Lori Hicks. You want to help out in this one, Amy or Greg? Or yeah. Announcing the winner. Groom of the Year 2016 at the Raceway Western Fair District, Lori Hicks. Lori Hicks of the Larry Fitzsimmons Stable. Lori looks after horses such as Stony Durkin, Jake Parrish, Sly Barron, the mare Sierra's Rose. All of our grooms does a fine job of working with the horses here, but coming out on top in horse people voted on these to get there. And yeah, we had 5 great finalists, and then we had the horse people voting once again, and again coming out on top, Lori Hicks of the Larry Fitzsimmons Stable, well deserved. That award presented by CEO Hugh Mitchell and Chair of Western Fair Association Tim Kelly. This award was sponsored by Western Fair District. Some fine photo opportunities there taking place. I believe we've got one final award here. Award number 17 on the night. It is sponsored by Huron Tractor, and we're going to have Jamie Zavitz come on up to make the presentation. The next award is going to be for the overall Horse of the Year at the Raceway. Western
still
Fair
leading. She's been doing it. She's been doing it well. Nadia can go. It's a clear lead now with an 8 left to go. Biggie High trying to come back for second against Sports Expert up on the wide side. All the ladies. Nadia can go. She's almost there. Nadia can go for 8 in a row. She's got it. Rooney for toe. All the ladies with second. Sports Expert third. It is Biggie High to complete the top 4. 1:57 and 4. They just can't beat Nadia in London.
And they just couldn't. She won 9 straight in London between January 27th and April 20th. At the time, likely topped all for wins in North America for the horses in 2016. And a well-deserving winner of the overall Horse of the Year, Nadia can go. And presenting for this again, Jamie Zavitz of Huron Tractor. And it will be accepted by Brian and Mary Grace Durst, along with children, Kendall, Cody, and Tyler from Brydown Farms. Okay. I guess it's going to be Amy O'Toole. Cookies is going to be on hand to present this award. Jamie not with us tonight. Diana Gualbai, the Nadia's caretaker. And we've got Garrett lining up for this as well. Garrett did a heck of a job with all those victories. Trainer Heather Toll, Mark Bevan, team cheerleader. You betcha. What a fabulous year for Nadia Can Go. Again, put together that huge win streak that was talked about throughout North America back when it was going on. And that was late January and on into April. Congratulations, your overall Horse of the Year, Nadia Can Go. All right, those of you that did support the 50-50 draw tonight, all in support of the Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society. The number you're going home with, should you win, it's $415. So we're going to ask you to pick out your 50-50 ticket numbers now. And we've got Greg Blanchard and Amy O'Toole working on a winning ticket. Amy O'Toole, your turn for the mic. Come on over, Amers. Time to get your feet wet. Next step's a pregame show.
Not happening.
Just
all right, you
clear.
hold this.
Just clear. Winning number.
All right, the winning number is 317553. 317553. You're taking home the money. Thanks everyone for coming.
That's right. If you've got it, you can contact Amy O'Toole. It's $415 going to you. They're saying maybe Evelyn. Evelyn. She's right up here. Evelyn. Could it be Evelyn Harms? I've got the money over here, Evelyn. I just need a kiss on the cheek. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Ooh. All right, that worked. All right, thanks so much, everyone. You know what? That's about it for the awards. I'll tell you what, my pal Jake McDonald here with the camera, he's going to be with us for about another half hour or so. If you haven't already done so, if you haven't got your picture taken over at the photo booth to the right, it's an awesome time. There's props there if you got the kids with you. Lots of things to throw on there to have fun pictures, or you know what? You've got all dressed up and you might as well have a nice picture to remember this evening. What a great time we've had here for the Raceway Awards. Again, Jake McDonald at the photo booth for about another half hour or so. What a fabulous meal, eh? How about a round for the staff to put together a fabulous meal? Right on. We're going to thank our award sponsors plus M&T. And sure thing, the DJ is going to begin to play. The bar is going to be open for a while yet. And bar and dance floor is open. Have fun tonight, and thanks so much for coming out. We had a good time, right? Not over yet.